What you're seeing on your screen right now are the artists that XXL picked for this year's freshman class. And I don't know how they do it, but the selection gets worse every year. Yet again, the quality dipped since 2016, so I'm not even surprised by this. Compared to last year's list, there's only 2 freshmen I like. And I also did genuine research for this list. So without further ado, let's talk about the 12 freshmen on the cover, even including the one that got locked up. Starting with a female rapper who's actually better than last year's pick. For those who don't know who Samara is, she's this female lyrical rapper who worked with Overcast and Vaughn, 2 other rappers I think you should check out because they're very talented. She also has captivating performances that keep you engaged throughout. She reminds me of Doja Cat, but in a good way. Overall, I like her and can't wait to see where her career goes next. Next is 1900 Rugrat. And this nigga looks like he smells like shit. No, seriously. He looks like he lives in a dumpster bin that he just crawled out of to do the photo shoot for the magazine. Why do they genuinely have Green Goblin doing a cover shoot? All jokes aside, I listened to all of his songs and I can safely say that he should have kept that shit in the vault cause it stinks. Bro sounds like a crack addict every time he starts rapping. More like 1900 trash bags cause that's what your bin was filled with. Next is BabyChiefDoIt. He's okay. I'm not a huge fan of the style he does and I most often find myself not really caring for the songs he makes, but he's not a bad rapper. He just lacks the wow factor for me. He may also be the youngest rapper XXL has ever gotten on any list because he's only 17 years old. He's young and still has a long way to go, but I'll stick around and see if he impresses me one day. Next is Fatt. Oh boy, we haven't had an XXL freshman this bad since DDG. This man has zero charisma and sounds like he needs a cough drop on each song. Not to mention that he sounds like he's getting back shots on each song. Especially on What Happened. Listen to it if you don't believe me. He also worked with some awful rappers. Bossman Down Syndrome? Yeah, don't think I forgot about Yo Ass. And Nutsack Youngsta? It's funny cause his head looks like a nutsack. But the last time people cared about Yo Ass was back in 2020. Matter of fact, everyone except for Moneybagg Yo and Glorilla when it comes to the CMG label are not worth my time, so get him out of here. He's just another one of those street rappers you can forget about in a few years. Next is LAZER DIM 700. I mean, yeah, sure. If you like this type of music, it's completely fine. You might be a Y&O. But for me, he blurs the line between being boring and being unlistenable. I like him when he's not rapping on 808s that sound like a drill is being shoved into my ear. I have no idea why he raps on these 808s that sound like he's trying to contact the motherboard, but at least it's like nothing I've ever heard before. Of course, different doesn't always mean good. And unlike everyone else I talked about so far, he doesn't have a professional setup. So when he actually gets a quality setup, I'll just wait for his music to get better. Finally, some actual quality. Even though he did embarrass himself in a beef with Joey Badass, that'll barely leave a stain on his career. Besides, he has made genuinely good music before. His debut mixtape, The Good, the Bad and the Dollar Menu, contains a surprising amount of relatable vulnerability. If there is anything to get from listening to that, it's that even if things get hard, there will always be a light that shines for you. It's gonna get easier, trust me. I also like his song with Pusha T a lot. I think this man genuinely has a bright future. Next is Ian. Complete cornball. Complete doofus. Nobody in the game is gonna take him seriously because he's white and culturally appropriating every sound he does. No wonder the blacks don't accept him. We need less clone artists like him in the game and more originality. And less white people in the underground, please. Next is Nino. Okay, I get it. Your music comes from a vulnerable place of deep thought and you make music to vent about what's been happening to you. That's completely fine. Express yourself. But don't do it in the way where every song sounds the same. You're leaning into the same polo G bag every one of these rappers goes into. Just make every song sound different. It's all I ask. Next is low shimmy. Some nights I had trouble falling asleep. When I wanted to, I just couldn't. I didn't know what would work. I tried ibuprofen, but that didn't do shit for me. But then after I discovered Shimmy's music, that knocked me out cold as a motherfucker. With his music playing, I didn't get up for the next 6 hours. And I was straight sleeping to his music. It works. No, seriously. He's the most boring rapper I've ever listened to. Mumbles on each song, nothing going on with the production. I also dozed off multiple times trying to listen to him. He's that boring. Next is GELO. Who let a basketball player become an XXL freshman? No, seriously. What led to this point? Are we out of our goddamn minds? Or did we just run out of good artists? Either way, it'll be surprising to see whether his career actually goes anywhere, cause my bet is that it won't. Next is Triplin. Personally, not for me. I get his appeal though, but his voice is too raspy for me to like it. I can also admit that there are many rappers that can do this sound better. Just saying. And last but certainly not least, the incarcerated rapper. That would be EBK Jaaybo. Did you know that he got arrested for dropping a body? Yeah. We literally have a gangbanger on this list that genuinely did a crime. You think it's cool to promote this type of activity to children? Well, congratulations. You're increasing the amount of YNs in our society. This isn't cool. This surely isn't helping the world. It's just making the murder rate go up. At least when Chief Keef got put on an XXL list, the worst he did was gun possession. But when you put a threat to society on the list, that makes me question everything XXL stands for. And that was this year's XXL Freshman Class. Pretty ass if you ask me. Same points I brought up in last year's XXL video. It feels more of a clout contest than giving genuine talented artists a platform to shine. They just want to tap into the biggest money makers that are out dropping records and put them on the list. Not because they will have a long and fruitful career, but because they will make XXL money. And as long as the artists they pick will get you to talk about XXL each year, they'll keep doing it until we're dead. So until then, wait until next year where they put fake mink on the list. Nah, just kidding. Unless. Alright, see y'all in the next one.